On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Obsess.
To fill the mind of someone continually so that one can't think of anything else.
Examples:
Obsess over her weight. He is obsessed with the fear. He's utterly obsessed with his promotion.
Kingdom.
The country ruled by a king or queen.
Examples:
Establish his kingdom. A subordinate kingdom. By remaining neutral, this kingdom continued to exist.
Infancy.
The state or period of being a baby or very young child.
Examples:
Infancy stage. In early infancy. The technology is still in its infancy and has much room for improvement.
Ancient.
Relating to the long ago, particularly the historical period preceding the fall of the Western Roman Empire, very old.
Examples:
Pre-Christian ancient. Ancient stories. They have been living near water since ancient times.
Plain.
Without being decorated in any way, noun, a vast expanse of flat land with few trees.
Examples:
Plain answer. Delta plain. The lowest lowland region is mostly flat plain.
Valley.
A long depression on the surface of the land, which typically contains a river.
Examples:
Valley bottom. Basin-shaped valley. The valley had received a mild snowfall the previous week.
Ridge.
A long, narrow, raised landform or rock formation.
Examples:
Top of the ridge. The ridge of the nose. The mountain range was full of rocky ridges and deep valleys.
Gorgeous.
Wonderful and attractive.
Examples:
A gorgeous meal. Gorgeous sunset. She wore a gorgeous dress to the party, which everyone admired.
Oak.
A large deciduous tree that is common in northern regions and produces small nuts called acorns.
Examples:
The wine in giant oak vats. Old oak trees. Large oak trees cast a shadow in the garden.
Wheat.
A cereal plant that is the most important kind grown in temperate countries, the grain of which is ground to make flour for bread, pasta, pastry, etc.
Examples:
Harvesting wheat. Wheat crop. The farmer grew wheat on his land.
Vineyard.
A farm where grapes are grown to produce wine.
Examples:
A productive vineyard. Vineyard worker. Vineyards stretch as far as the eye can see.
Strategy.
A detailed plan of action designed to achieve a long-term or overall goal.
Examples:
Military strategy. Develop a strategy. Our plan includes a comprehensive marketing strategy.
Function.
The purpose or use of an object, system, or process, a particular activity or operation that is designed to serve a specific purpose, a mathematical concept that describes a relationship between two sets of values, called the input and output sets. Verb, to operate or work in a specific way, or to perform a particular task or purpose.
Examples:
Function properly. Immune function. The brain is an incredibly complex organ that controls the body's function.
Hostile.
Unfriendly or aggressively opposed.
Examples:
Take up a hostile attitude. Hostile environment. The hostile takeover of the company was met with resistance from the employees.
Threaten.
To utter intentions of injury or punishment against someone.
Examples:
Threaten a healthy relationship. Threaten national security. Various artificially induced causes are threatening our ecosystem.
Philistine.
A person who is indifferent or actively hostile to culture and the arts.
Examples:
Philistine attitude. A man of a Philistine. He was a Philistine with no interest in the arts or culture.
Origin.
The first existence or beginning of something.
Examples:
Origin of all humankind. A manuscript of uncertain origin. There are various hypotheses concerning the origin of life.
Seafarer.
A person who works at sea, especially on a merchant ship or a navy vessel. A person who is experienced in sailing or navigating on the sea.
Examples:
Qualified seafarer. Fellow seafarer. The experienced seafarer told stories of his adventures on the high seas.
Occupy.
To consume all of someone's space, attention, or time.
Examples:
Occupy his time. Occupy a position. The young prince will soon occupy the throne.
Highland.
An area of elevated land or hilly terrain.
Examples:
Highland Indian. Highland agriculture. This region has a humid subtropical and highland climate.
Split.
To divide, or to make something divide into two or more parts, especially along a particular line.
Examples:
Split a bill. Split a reward equally. Companies often split their shares to lower the stock price and encourage investors to buy.
Obvious.
Easy to see, discover, or understand.
Examples:
Obvious reasons. His conclusion was obvious. There are obvious differences between the two wine-producing regions.
Confront.
To face, meet, or deal with a problem or difficult situation or person.
Examples:
Confront a global warming. Confront the issue. He finally decided to confront problems directly.
Deadlock.
A state of impasse or stalemate, where no progress or agreement can be made between conflicting parties or viewpoints. A situation where future action or decision-making is halted.
Examples:
Political deadlock. Deadlock resolution. The negotiations came to a deadlock when neither party could reach an agreement.
Exposed.
Having no protection or shield from something, such as bad weather, attack, or criticism.
Examples:
Exposed to radiation. An exposed rock. Tech companies often employ exposed ducts and other materials in their office interiors.
Mighty.
Very large, powerful, or strong.
Examples:
Mighty works. Struck a mighty blow. Only the mighty God has the power to brighten this dark land.
Warrior.
A person who engaged in or experienced warfare, especially in the past.
Examples:
Armored warrior. Warrior spirit. The poem depicts the heroics of a legendary warrior.
Tradition.
A belief, custom, or way of doing something that has been passed down from generation to generation within a group or society.
Examples:
A tradition of a culture. Against tradition. It is a tradition in many families to have a big Thanksgiving dinner with all their relatives.
Warfare.
The use of military force to achieve political, economic, or social objectives.
Examples:
Warfare aircraft. Spiritual warfare. The country has been engaged in a prolonged conflict, with both sides using modern warfare tactics.
Settle.
To reach an agreement of disagreement.
Examples:
Settle a dispute. Settle down in the town. I don't want to settle for second best.
Dispute.
A disagreement, argument, or controversy between two people, groups, or countries, especially a formal one.
Examples:
A legal dispute over the title. The dispute over the ownership of the land has been ongoing for years.
Incur.
To suffer from something, usually something negative, such as a loss, cost, or financial burden. To become subject to something as a result of one's actions or conduct.
Examples:
incur $50 fine for. Incur a great danger. I didn't mean to incur such a large debt on my credit card.
Bloodshed.
The act of shedding blood, often used to describe violence or war, injury or death caused by violence or conflict.
Examples:
bloody bloodshed. Massive bloodshed. The negotiations failed, leading to threats of bloodshed between the two countries.
Giant.
Extremely big, much bigger or more important than similar items usually are.
Examples:
giant trees. Giant tech company. The giant jets that gradually dominate the world's airlines.
Outfit.
A set of clothing worn together, typically for a particular occasion or activity. Any cohesive unit such as a company, military, etc.
Examples:
camping outfit. A construction outfit. I need to buy a new outfit for the wedding I'm attending next weekend.
Glitter.
To shine with bright, sparkling light, to reflect light in a way that sparkles and shines.
Examples:
glitter against her skin. Glitter in her eyes. Her dress glittered in the sunlight as she walked down the street.
Bronze.
A dark red-brown metal that is created by combining copper and tin.
Examples:
win bronze. Bronze coin. The statue is made of bronze.
Javelin.
A long, pointed spear used in athletics competitions as a throwing weapon, originating from ancient Greek warfare.
Examples:
lightweight javelin. Javelin competition. He threw the javelin with incredible force and accuracy, setting a new record.
Spear.
A weapon with a long shaft and a sharp metal point used for battle, hunting, and fishing in the past.
Examples:
hunting spear. Sharp-pointed spear. Ancient people made spears with wood entirely.
Absolutely.
Without restriction or limitation, completely or utterly.
Examples:
absolutely against. Absolutely obsessed with the girl. I am absolutely opposed to his idea because of morality.
Terrifying.
Very frightening or intimidating.
Examples:
terrifying experience. Terrifying events. Large earthquakes often generate terrifying tsunamis.
Shepherd.
A person who tends and guards sheep, especially in a rural area.
Examples:
Shepherd boy. Sheep without a shepherd. The shepherd's dog helped keep the sheep in line and protect them from predators.
Ridiculous.
Very silly or unreasonable and deserving to be laughed at.
Examples:
A ridiculous amount of money. A ridiculous suggestion. Everyone regarded the theory he advocated as ridiculous, but was later proven correct.
Adamant.
Having a very strong determination to do something and refusing to be influenced or persuaded. Noun, a legendary rock that is very hard and impossible to crush.
Examples:
Adamant refusal. Adamant to temptation. She was adamant about not changing her mind.
Defend.
To protect someone or something from attack, criticism, danger, etc.
Examples:
Defend my country. Defend against a threat. International law allows each nation to defend itself when its rights and interests are illegally violated.
Flock.
A gathering of sheep, goats, or birds.
Examples:
Flock of sheep. Flock of spectator. When a flock of birds flies in, the hunt begins.
Bible.
The sacred writings of the Christian religions, consisting of the Old and New Testaments, a book regarded as authoritative in its field.
Examples:
A passage from the Bible. Believe Bible prophecy. Students have loved this textbook for many years as a biology Bible.
Verse.
A type of poetry that is characterized by a metrical structure and often a rhyme scheme.
Examples:
Cited verse. Verse play. The poet recited a verse from her latest collection.
Crazy.
Stupid or not sensible, very angry.
Examples:
Crazy about cars and racing. A crazy scheme. The rain and thunder are crazy today.
Mountainside.
The side or slope of a mountain often used to describe the location or position of a particular object or activity.
Examples:
Climb a mountainside. Enjoy the view from the mountainside. The hiker slipped and fell down the mountainside, injuring herself.
Flesh.
The soft substance composing the body of a person or animal, as opposed to bones and other structures.
Examples:
Grow in flesh. Flesh eating. The flesh of the fruit is sweet and juicy.
Heaven.
Of various religious and mythological traditions, a place or state of existence considered to be the abode of the divine, the afterlife, or a higher realm of being, a state of great happiness, contentment, or beauty.
Examples:
Ascend to heaven. Heaven on earth. He felt like heaven when he tasted the delicious chocolate cake.
Taunt.
To tease or ridicule in a challenging manner.
Examples:
Taunt him with cowardice. Taunt the losing team. She taunted him with sarcastic comments about his lack of success.
Insult.
A remark or action that causes offense or disrespect. Verb, to treat, mention, or speak to rudely.
Examples:
An intentional insult. Insult each other. His insult toward her was unacceptable and resulted in his being fired.
Stick.
To put something, usually a sharp object, into something, noun, a thin piece of wood or other material.
Examples:
Stick a key in a lock. Fire stick. You stick a bill in the change machine, and the coins pop out.
Sling.
To throw or drop something somewhere carelessly, to hang loosely or freely. Noun, a length of rope, fabric, or chain used to support or lift something.
Examples:
Sling an arrow. Slingshot. The children were playing by slinging stones at the monument.
Roll.
To move in a particular direction by turning over and over or from side to side.
Examples:
Roll a ball. Roll down his cheeks. He was exhausted and rolled into bed as soon as he got home.
Vulnerable.
Capable of being hurt or influenced physically or mentally.
Examples:
A vulnerable bridge. Vulnerable parts of the body. Infants and pregnant women are particularly vulnerable.
Spot.
A particular location or place, a small round or roundish area, differing in color or feels from the surface around it.
Examples:
Beauty spot. A spot on his honor. This remote spot is rarely visited.
Unconscious.
In the state of lacking awareness and the capacity for sensory perception, especially as the result of a head injury or illness.
Examples:
Unconscious bias. A person who is unconscious. I know his unconscious habit that he touches his face when he lies.
Goliath.
A biblical figure and legendary giant warrior whom the young shepherd David defeated, a symbol of great strength or size.
Examples:
Automotive Goliath. Goliath bird-eating spider. The young entrepreneur took down the Goliath corporation with her innovative idea.
Suppose.
To think that something is likely to be actual or possible.
Examples.
Suppose you're right. Suppose beforehand. What do you suppose the culprit's motive was?
Underdog.
A person or group in a competition or situation that is expected to lose or be at a disadvantage. A person or group that is seen as less powerful or less favored than others in a social, political, or economic context.
Examples.
Cheer for the underdog. Classic underdog story. The underdog team pulled off a stunning upset against the heavily favored opponent.
Metaphor.
A figure of speech in which an expression is used to refer to something that it does not denote to suggest a similarity.
Examples.
Metaphor for death. Visual metaphor. She expressed her thought in an artful choice of metaphors.
Improbable.
Not likely to happen or be true, unlikely, having a low probability or chance of occurring.
Examples.
Improbable story. Improbable event. It is improbable that we will find a solution to this problem overnight.
Victory.
A success in a game, competition, election, or battle, or the knowledge that you have won.
Examples.
Victory in the law court. Victory over terrorism. We are optimistic about our final victory.
Modern.
Of or belonging to the present time or recent times.
Examples.
Modern poetry. Pre-modern agricultural society. Their headquarters are in a modern skyscraper.
Weaponry.
A collection of weapons, example, guns, knives, bombs, missiles, etc., used or owned by a particular individual, group, military, or country.
Examples.
Weaponry development. Advanced weaponry. The army used various weaponry to defend the country from attack.
Phrase.
A group of words that mean something specific when used together.
Examples.
Ready-made phrases. Noun phrase. We bought a Spanish phrase book.
Cavalry.
A highly mobile army unit.
Examples.
Troop of cavalry. Superbly trained cavalry. The cavalry regrouped and launched another attack.
Horseback.
The back of a horse, the act of riding on a horse.
Examples.
Horseback trek. Horseback adventure. We went on a scenic trail ride on horseback through the mountains.
Chariot.
A two-wheeled horse-drawn battle vehicle used in ancient Egypt, Greece, and Rome for warfare and racing.
Examples:
Chariot builder. Chariot race. The ancient Romans enjoyed spectating chariot races.
Infantry.
Soldiers who fight on foot, often in organized military units, the branch of military force composed of foot soldiers.
Examples:
Infantry division. Infantry training. As a member of the infantry platoon, he learned the value of teamwork and resilience.
Shield.
A protective covering or structure, especially in the past, that soldiers held in front of their bodies to protect themselves.
Examples:
A heat shield. A shield for protecting against a bullet. Lead is an effective shield against X-rays, gamma rays, and other harmful radiation.
Artillery.
Large caliber guns used in warfare, typically operated by a crew and mounted on wheels or in a fixed position. Any military weapons, equipment, or vehicles that are operated by a special branch or unit of the armed forces.
Examples:
Artillery fire. Coastal artillery. The army brought in heavier artillery to break through the enemy defenses.
Archer.
A person who shoots with a bow and arrow, a soldier equipped with a bow and arrows.
Examples:
Archer's bow. Skilled archer. The archer's aim was so accurate he could hit a moving target without fail.
Leather.
A material made from the skin of an animal, typically by tanning, and used for clothing, shoes, furniture, and other items.
Examples:
Enameled leather. Leather boots. The leather jacket was worn in but still comfortable.
Pouch.
A small bag or container with a drawstring or zipper used to carry small items, a small sack or pocket within an organ or tissue in the body.
Examples:
Paper pouch. Kangaroo pouch. My wallet wasn't big enough, so I kept my coins in a small pouch.
Cord.
A strong, thick, or thin thread or rope, a piece of plastic-coated wire used to transport electricity to a piece of equipment.
Examples:
Spinal cord. Electrical cord. Your spinal cord is located deep within your body.
Attach.
To fasten, join, or connect one thing to another.
Examples:
Attach firmly. Attach a file to an email. He does not attach importance to these rumors.
Projectile.
An object or weapon that is propelled through the air, with or without explosive power, something that is launched or thrown with great force.
Examples:
projectile weapon, projectile motion. The projectile launched from the cannon sword and landed in the target zone.
Whirl.
To spin or turn rapidly, to move or be moved quickly in a circular manner. Noun, a spinning or rotating movement, often rapid or chaotic in nature.
Examples:
Whirl in the washing machine. Whirl around the dance floor. The leaves began to whirl around in the windy weather.
Slingshot.
A Y-shaped stick with an elastic band attached for shooting small stones or other projectiles.
Examples:
Slingshot projectile. Slingshot aim. The kids used a slingshot to launch small stones into the pond.
Toy.
A thing, typically a small model or replica of something that is played with, especially by children.
Examples:
Toy store. Toy box. He gave his daughter a new toy for her birthday.
Incredibly.
In a way that is very difficult to believe, exceedingly, or extremely.
Examples:
Incredibly cheerful character. Get incredibly insecure. Several cities are experiencing incredibly high unemployment rates.
Devastating.
Causing a great deal of destruction or damage.
Examples:
Have devastating effects. Treat this devastating disease. This typhoon was the most devastating in years.
Revolution.
A large-scale attempt to overthrow the government of a country, often using violence or war.
Examples:
Beginning of the Industrial Revolution. A political revolution. The revolution by the citizen resulted in a redistribution of wealth.
Release.
To set free or allow to escape from confinement.
Examples:
Release a prisoner. Release CO2 into the air. The animal rights group worked to release the dolphins back into the wild.
Substantially.
To a great extent or degree.
Examples:
The price went up substantially. The house was substantially built. The proportion of female engineers has substantially increased.
Pitcher.
A container with a spout used for pouring liquids, particularly used for serving drinks such as water or juice. A player in baseball who pitches the ball toward the batter.
Examples:
Baseball pitcher. Water pitcher. When we ordered iced tea, the waiter brought us a pitcher full of the beverage.
Norm.
Something that is regarded as usual, typical, or standard.
Examples:
Norm of action. Cultural norm. The systems we have developed has accepted as industry norms.
Sulfur.
Also sulfur, a chemical element with the symbol S and atomic number 16, found in many minerals and sulfur compounds, often used in the production of fertilizers, rubber, paper, and other industrial applications.
Examples:
Sulfur dioxide, sulfur mine. The sulfur emissions from the nearby factory caused the rotten egg smell.
Density.
The quality of compactness of a substance.
Examples:
Population density, higher pixel density. Do you know the density of the population in Hong Kong?
Calculation.
The act or process of using numbers to judge an amount of something.
Examples:
Make a calculation. Calculation of loss and gain. The error in the calculation was attributable to rounding.
Ballistic.
Relating to or resembling the motion or behavior of a projectile in flight, intensely angry or out of control.
Examples:
Ballistic missile, ballistic vest. The boss went ballistic when he found out we missed the deadline.
Roughly.
Approximately, but not precisely, with a violent manner.
Examples:
Roughly explain my idea. Roughly speaking. 5 miles is roughly similar to 8 kilometers.
Caliber.
A level of excellence or worth of someone or something, diameter of a tube or gun barrel.
Examples:
High caliber executive. The caliber of a vein. The student's caliber has improved from mediocre to above average.
Accuracy.
The state or degree of being exact or correct, the ability to perform something with proficiency and without mistake.
Examples:
Degree of accuracy. The accuracy of his compass. To assure accuracy, I recommend investing in high-quality test kits.
Historic.
Famous or significant in history, or potentially so.
Examples:
Historic accomplishment. Achieve the historic feat. The Chinese people have accomplished several historic feats.
Maim.
To injure or wound someone seriously, particularly by permanently disabling or disfiguring a body part.
Examples:
Maim a victim. Maim his hand. The reckless driver maimed several pedestrians after losing control of the vehicle.
Distance.
The amount of space between 2 points, measured in units such as miles, meters, or kilometers, the extent, scope, or range between two things, such as distance or emotional distance.
Examples:
driving distance, social distance. The marathon runner covered a long distance in a short amount of time.
Medieval.
Relating to or belonging to the Middle Age, that is for the period of A.D. 600 to AD 1450.
Examples:
medieval times, medieval history. Only the medieval tower remained standing.
Tapestry.
A piece of fabric or cloth that is woven with intricate designs or scenes, often depicting historical or mythological events, a complex or intricate story, idea, or situation.
Examples:
colorful tapestry, intricate tapestry design. The tapestry on the wall depicted a medieval battle scene.
Flee.
To leave by running away, especially out of fear or danger.
Examples:
flee their homes, flee abroad. It is a basic instinct to flee from a dangerous situation.
Accurate.
Correct and exact in all details.
Examples:
provide accurate information, accurate measurements. The official transcript contains accurate academic records.
Intention.
Something you want to do and are going to do.
Examples:
intention behind his decision, clear intention. Our CEO's intentions are always transparent and straightforward.
Decisive.
Making a clear and definite decision or choice, settling an issue.
Examples:
a decisive ballot, decisive action. The decisive victory in the war ended years of conflict.
Duel.
Formal, one-on-one combat between two people, typically with deadly weapons, often as a means of settling a dispute or seeking revenge.
Examples:
sword duel, duel for honor. The duel between the two rival knights was a spectacle to see.
Strength.
The quality or state of being physically, or sometimes mentally, strong.
Examples:
strength of the economy, muscular strength. Health and strength are, above all, gold.
Lumbering.
Moving in a slow, heavy, and awkward manner, often due to being large or unwieldy, characterized by a lack of grace or agility. Noun, the activity or process of cutting down trees and preparing the wood for sale, typically on a large commercial scale.
Examples:
destructive lumbering, lumbering footsteps. The lumbering elephant made its way slowly through the thick jungle foliage.
Weigh.
To have a particular weight, to carefully evaluate things before making a conclusion.
Examples:
weigh heavily on stock prices. Weigh a cargo. The baby weighs 1 pound 3 ounces.
Pound.
The standard unit of money in the UK, the standard unit of weight equal to 16 ounces.
Examples:
3/4 of a pound. Thousands of pounds. The car's front bumper cost £1,500.
Short range.
Limited in extent, scope, or distance, designed or intended to operate or be effective only over a short distance or period of time.
Examples:
Short-range plan. Short-range communication. The missile system was designed for short-range attacks on enemy territory.
Refer.
To direct someone's attention, thoughts, or questions to another source or person, to mention, cite, or allude to something as evidence or support.
Examples:
Refer to a book. Refer to a map. Please refer to the instruction manual for further assistance.
Misunderstand.
To interpret or understand something in the wrong way.
Examples:
Misunderstand each other. Misunderstand entirely about her. You should not misunderstand the meaning of freedom.
Profoundly.
To a great or complete degree, deeply.
Examples:
Profoundly insightful. Sleep profoundly. The novel affected her profoundly, causing her to question her beliefs and values.
Hint.
An indirect suggestion, a slight but appreciable amount of something.
Examples:
Hint of trouble. Helpful hints. There was no hint of a problem.
Retrospect.
A review or analysis of past events, particularly to gain insight or understanding, a consideration of something that has already occurred or been accomplished.
Examples:
Retrospect review. With hindsight retrospect. In retrospect, I wish I had made a different decision.
Puzzling.
Confusing or difficult to understand, mysterious.
Examples:
Puzzling behavior. Puzzling questions. The detective found the clues puzzling and couldn't solve the case immediately.
Attendant.
A person who is employed to provide a service or perform tasks, often in a public place, such as a flight attendant, parking attendant, or hospital attendant.
Examples:
Flight attendant. Personal attendant. The attendant at the parking lot directed me to an available parking spot.
Weird.
Extraordinary, unexpected, or difficult to explain.
Examples:
A weird dress. The state of being weird. My computer has been acting weird recently.
Presumably.
Believed to be true or likely based on the available evidence, or supposed to be the case without definite proof.
Examples:
Presumably accurate. Presumably refuse the offer. The witness's testimony was presumably based on what he had seen and heard.
Secondly.
Used to introduce the second point or item in a list or series of statements, considerations, etc.
Examples:
Secondly connected. Secondly, it is important. Firstly, we will discuss the budget. Secondly, we will go over the schedule.
Odd.
Strange or unexpected, not divisible by two.
Examples:
In an odd way. Odd behavior. His grandfather was an odd man.
React.
To take action in response to something.
Examples:
React at a high temperature. React against his way of thinking. How did he react to your idea?
Sight.
The ability to see anything that is seen.
Examples:
An unexpected sight. Dull sight. Many famous sights are within walking distance.
Oblivious.
Not aware of something, especially what is happening around you, forgetful.
Examples:
Oblivious of his promise. Oblivious to our response. She was so engrossed in her work that she was oblivious to her surroundings.
Speculate.
To form a theory or conjecture or guess about a subject without solid evidence.
Examples:
Speculate about the reason. Speculate on the outcome. He speculated that this investment would lead to success.
Medical.
Relating to the treatment of illness or injuries, relating to the practice of medicine.
Examples:
A medical opinion. Temporary medical treatment. The medical team worked quickly to save the patient's life.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Fundamental.
Forming an essential base or core from which everything else develops or is affected.
Examples:
Fundamental education. Fundamental rights. Human behavior has fundamental characteristics.
Attempt.
An act or effort of trying to do something, especially something difficult.
Examples:
the attempt to rescue the hostages. A reckless attempt. The third attempt was far more successful.
Apparent.
Able to see or understand easily or clearly.
Examples:
Heir apparent. Apparent contradiction. This star is apparent to the naked eye.
Anomaly.
Something or someone that deviates from what is expected or normal, often in a way that is difficult to explain or understand.
Examples:
Anomaly detection. Global temperature anomaly. The sudden drop in the stock market was an anomaly that puzzled many investors.
Journal.
A newspaper or magazine specialized in a specific topic or profession.
Examples:
Scientific journal. Journal articles. The physician is reading the journals related to medicine.
Chain.
A series of connected links or objects, a system or group of interconnected elements, a restraint or shackle.
Examples:
Chain reaction. Supply chain. The chain on my bike broke, leaving me stranded.
Peer.
A person who has the same age, status, or ability.
Examples:
Peer group. Peer review. Among young people, peer pressure can be pretty influential.
Acromegaly.
A disorder characterized by the excessive production of growth hormone in adulthood, leading to gradual enlargement of the bones, typically in the hands, feet, and facial features.
Examples:
Acromegaly treatment. Acromegaly symptoms. The patient's enlarged facial features were indicative of acromegaly.
Benign.
Kind and gentle, not harmful or malicious.
Examples:
Benign tumor. A benign smile. The lump was discovered to be benign, and no further treatment was needed.
Tumor.
A mass of diseased tissue that forms when cells in the body divide and grow in an uncontrolled way.
Examples:
Tumor growth. Tumor at remote sites. The patient was diagnosed with a tumor in her lung.
Pituitary.
A small, pea-sized gland located at the base of the brain that influences the growth and sexual development of the body by producing hormones.
Examples:
Pituitary hormone. Anterior pituitary. The pituitary gland is responsible for releasing hormones that regulate growth and metabolism.
Gland.
A group of cells in an animal's body that produce substances needed by the body and release them through ducts or directly into the bloodstream.
Examples:
The function of the thyroid gland. A mammary gland. The adrenal glands produce steroids.
Overproduction.
The act of generating or producing a large quantity of something greater than the demand.
Examples:
Overproduction of gastric acid. Enzyme overproduction. The overproduction of goods led to a surplus in the market and lower prices.
Hormone.
A chemical substance made by organs that encourages or influences the development, growth, sex, etc., of an animal and is carried around the body in the blood.
Examples:
Hormone secretion. Female hormone. The doctor diagnosed me with a hormone disorder.
Wrestling.
A sport in which two contestants grapple and try to throw each other to the ground.
Examples:
Wrestling match. Arm wrestling. He had always been interested in sumo wrestling and decided to try it.
Unusually.
In a way that is not typical or expected.
Examples:
Unusually cheerful. Look unusually serious. The team's performance has been unusually poor this season.
Distinct.
Noticeable from something else of a similar type.
Examples:
Distinct difference. Distinct from each other. It is essential to keep these two issues distinct.
Associate.
To mentally connect someone or something with someone or something else.
Examples:
Associate alcohol with gambling. Associate with people widely. The majority of consumers associate this brand with quality.
Principal.
Most important, main, or chief.
Examples:
Principal actor. Principal responsible. The principal reason for the company's success is its innovative products.
Vision.
The ability to think about or see the future with imagination and intelligence, the faculty of being able to see.
Examples:
A prodigious vision. Telescopic vision. Driving is difficult for me because of my poor vision.
Compress.
To press or squeeze together to make something take up less space.
Examples:
Compress the chest. Compress gas. She compressed the files into a single zip archive to save space on her computer.
Visual.
Relating to seeing or sight.
Examples:
Visual navigation. Field of visual arts. The building makes a remarkable visual impact.
Nervous.
Worried and anxious about something, relating to the nerves.
Examples:
Development of the nervous system. Get nervous. He suffers from nervous breakdowns.
Brain.
The organ inside the head that is responsible for one's movement, thought, memory, and feeling.
Examples:
Basic brain function. Permanent brain damage. X-rays revealed a small tumor in his brain.
Nearsighted.
Having difficulty seeing objects at a distance, myopic.
Examples:
Nearsighted glasses. Nearsightedness correction. His nearsighted vision made it difficult for him to drive at night.
Escort.
A person or group of people accompanying someone for protection, guidance, or courtesy, a companion or attendant, a service or a person providing a service for accompanying someone or something to or from a destination.
Examples:
Escort for VIPs. Personal escort. An escort of bodyguards surrounded the celebrity to keep fans safe.
Extraordinary.
Exceptional, unexpected, very unusual, surpassing the ordinary or usual.
Examples:
Extraordinary ability. Extraordinary weather. He narrated the extraordinary story of his adventure.
Foe.
An enemy or opponent, someone or something that is opposed to or in conflict with another.
Examples:
A political foe. Bitter foe. The superhero's archfoe was an evil mastermind who always got away.